Hello, I'm Brandon, and today I'm going to show you how to install a C-pillar brace in your 91 Honda Prelude. What's up guys, welcome to Extreme Daily Drivers, where we are always balling on a budget and wrenching in our garage. Today we are going to install a C-pillar brace for the 91 Honda Prelude. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the way a C-pillar brace works is it goes up here between the seat belts and helps keep the rear end from flexing when you go around corners really fast. So this should be a pretty straightforward installation. It's just one bolt here on the seat belt and one bolt here on this seat belt, and we should be good to go. So before we go into the installation of the C-pillar brace, let me show you how I kind of got to that point, because I wasn't really looking for one, but since I've gotten this car running, I've been driving it, and I noticed that when I pull my seat belt and put it on, it doesn't lock. Like, it never locks. Even when I'm driving, even when I hit the brakes, it doesn't lock. So what I started doing is I started doing a search on preludepower.com to find out if this is common, if it's okay, if it's broken, if it needs to go back to Honda, if I need to buy a new retractor, whatever the case is. And while looking through all these seatbelt threads, I wound up finding a thread about a C-pillar brace for this model. So as it turns out, there actually is no C-pillar brace for a third-gen Honda Prelude. Go ahead and Google it. You're never going to find it. So what this thread was about an Integra brace that fit this chassis. So after going through this thread that was like 12 years old, it was super old, no one was saying what model Integra the brace worked for. They were just saying Integra brace, and they had a whole bunch of eBay links. So this thread was like 8 pages long, and after going through it all, I never really got my answer. While I was going through the thread, I came across a common name that you will find on almost every thread on Prelude Power. This guy, One Fun Ride. That's his little screen name. And his name is Sean in real life, and he is basically a third-gen Prelude guru. He knows everything about third-gen Preludes. So I'm actually friends with him on Facebook, thanks to all the Facebook pages that are Prelude related. So I reached out to him and I said, hey Sean, do you know the make and model Integra that will actually fit our third gen chassis? And he hit me up right away and told me it's the 90 to 93 DA Integra, will fit the third gen Prelude chassis, and he sent me a link through eBay on where I can purchase it for only $30 shipped. So that's how much this this brace cost, shipped, 30 bucks. You know we're always balling on a budget here, Extreme Daily Drivers. So it was perfect for me. Went ahead and ordered it. I had it in like 3 days. So now we're gonna go ahead and install it. So should be pretty rad. You know, that's one of the things about the third gen Prelude group, and it's like, it's not the biggest group. There aren't a million of these on the road, but the support from the people who actually do have these cars is huge. So that's one of the reasons why I do this channel, is that I wanted to be able to give back a little bit. Other people who have this car like me, and you know, they have a lot of questions, they want to modify it, they want to do whatever. So that's kind of what this channel is all about, to help other people build their cars the way they want to build them. So back to installation real quick. You have to take one of these spacers out to make room up for the mount. Otherwise it won't work. I don't think the bolt's long enough. So let's see if I'm right. So here it is installed. You have to remove the seatbelt cover. It just slides right off in order to reinstall it. But it's on there. It's not all crazy tight yet, but once I get the bar across, then we'll go ahead and tighten everything down. So we're going on to the driver's side now. Alright guys, as you can see, we got the bar installed. Nice and tight back there. So you may be saying to yourself, why do I even need this stupid thing to begin with? Well, that's a great question.
These older Hondas, they're all front-wheel drive cars. So front-wheel drive cars have a tendency to do something called understeer, which is when you turn your wheel, the car is still going straight. The way you combat that is you firm up the rear end. That'll give you some oversteer and allow the rear end to kind of swing around, or at least keep the car balanced when going into a tight corner. That's the whole reason behind this. This brace alone isn't going to make this car a rear-wheel drive feeling car. But if you pair this up with some other stuff, maybe a bigger sway bar, maybe you get yourself a strut bar brace or something like that, then you may be able to get that feeling of a more neutral car or a little tail happy car in a front-wheel drive car. So we got it installed. Let's go take it for a spin and see how well it works.
you liked the video today. Special shout out to Sean, One Fun Ride, for helping out. Make sure you go to his website, buy all his stuff. He's got lots of cool stuff. If you got a 3rd gen Honda Prelude, man, that's the website to go to. He's got all sorts of good stuff on there. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Please hit the little bell so that when there are updates, you guys are notified. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Later.